It's time once again to slip into your camo, grab your bow, and join us out in the field for another episode of the Up North Journal, presented by PSE Archery. The Up North Journal crew is knocked and ready to rock for another exciting adventure. So let's step outside and hit the trail.
Hi, everybody. This is Mike Adams from the Up North Journal podcast. Thanks for joining us on one of our minicasts where we're talking with Bobby Vargas of PSE Marketing. If you want to elevate your archery game or success in the field, take a listen. Hey, we're back again for another tech tip this week with PSE's Bobby Vargas, who's out in Arizona. And I know you're cooking out there because every time we talk, it's hot.
Yeah, there are going to be very few times that we talk when it's not going to be hot, unless I'm up in your place. But if you catch me in Tucson, it's going to be hot.
There you go. Hey, you know, this week I'd like to pick your brain a little bit, and I want to talk about weight. And I'm not talking about my weight. I mean, I know I'm overweight, but what I want to talk about is our archery weight, what we're pulling. How do you know if you're pulling too much or if you're pulling too little, whether it be for target shooting or for hunting purposes?
Yeah, that's a good question. A lot of folks don't know that, especially folks that are just getting into it. And I was guilty of it myself when I got my first bow as a young teenager. I didn't know that bows were adjustable, and I didn't know that they were offered in different weights. So I just struggled with it and muscled my way through it until I was able to grow into that bow. But every bow in today's market is adjustable. The PSE bows. We have tons of adjustments with our bows now. We have limb bolt adjustment up to 12 turns with some of our bows. That'll drop the weight or have a weight range of about 15 pounds. We also have some of our mid to entry level bows that have what we call a grow with you weight setting on the cam that drops another 8 pounds or so. So we have huge weight adjustments on our bow. But in order for you to determine what weight is right for you, you just have to try it. Get to your local retailer and try some bows out and pull them back. But if you've already got your bow and you're trying to find out the right weight for you, the easy way to do it is if you can hold your bow level, like hold your bow out like you're aiming at your target. You haven't pulled it back yet, but hold it up so that you're aiming at your target. If you can easily and comfortably pull that bow straight back without having to lift your bow arm up into the air or grunting to get it back, then that's the right weight for you. If you get it back too easy, you'll know. But if you can get it back comfortably...
Are you there?
Yeah. Did I lose you?
Yeah, I just stopped there for a second.
Oh, no. Okay. I don't know how much of that you lost then.
When you pull, if you can pull it back too easily.
Okay. So you want me to just pick it up right there?
Yep, just pick it up right there.
So if you can hold your bow level to your target and pull it back comfortably, then that's the right weight. And you'll know if it's too light, because if you pull it back too easily, you'll know. If it just comes back way too easy, you'll know that that's not enough weight. But depending on what you're doing, if you're just playing in the backyard and you want to shoot targets with a family, a lightweight bow is okay, and it's going to be a lot more fun actually if you're going to spend hours and hours and hours just having some fun with the family. But if you're shooting in a tournament where you're shooting, multiple arrows in a day, you have to be able to be as strong on your last arrow as you were on your first arrow. So the only way to determine that is by practicing in that type of situation, putting yourself through those ringers to see how well you're holding up at 30, 60, 90 arrows, 120 arrows, depending on what that tournament format is going to be. See how well you're holding up. And you want to be able to hold your bow level to the ground like you're aiming at your target and pulling it back comfortably without having to what we call sky draw, where your bow goes up into the sky in order for you to get the bow back to full draw. And then for your hunting bow, same thing. We recommend that you pull as much weight as you can pull comfortably. And the bows today, the PSE bows, are so fast anymore, you don't need to shoot that heavy weight to maintain performance. We're shooting bows now at 50 and 60 pounds and getting the same performance we were years ago at 70 and 80 pounds. So you don't need that extra weight, but we do recommend shooting as much weight as you can pull comfortably. And the way to determine that, like I said earlier, hold your bow level like you're aiming at your target, and if you can pull your string back straight and level, comfortably without too much force, then you've got the right weight.
And that's something you talk about, people pulling 70, 80 pounds, because you can in the summer doesn't mean that you can in the colder part of the season, especially here in Michigan. If you're hunting when we've got snow on the ground, what I've learned, you get in a tree stand, you've set for a couple hours, I call it muscle lock. It's hard to draw back. You might have been able to draw it all summer long, but all of a sudden you're cold and your muscles are tight, and it's something else to think about as well.
Yep, definitely. And that's something I don't get to practice in. I'll leave 80, 90 degree weather here in our wintertime and go out to the Midwest and sit in a stand that's 20 degrees. And it's a shock to me, and you're right. Your muscles get tight, and you need to be able to pull back smoothly, especially in that situation when it's go time. All
right. Well, those are some great tips about figuring out what the proper weight is to draw, whether it be in the stand or on the target range. So, as always, go over to the PSE Archery's YouTube page. Plenty of tech tips over there explaining a lot of different things. If you got something that you're looking for particularly, do a little quick search there and check them out. That'll do it for this tech tip. Thanks once again for listening to one of our minicasts with Bobby Vargas of PSE Archery Marketing. If you'd like to listen to our full-length podcast, make sure you go over to our website, upnorthjournal.com. You can find this along with other great things on our Facebook page, Twitter page, and Instagram.